Hi there, my name is Robbie Winston and I'm an actor, and I'm bringing puppetry to the floor on a way that you can help your students and help yourself in a lesson. And in this video I want to show my favorite lesson. It's actually called Puppet Feelings. Well, first I want to introduce you to Samuel. This is Samuel, this is my puppet. And I want to tell you again the benefits of puppetry. It helps kids with their imagination, it encourages communication, processing emotions, especially with this lesson, to recognize emotions in themselves and in others. And you can also use your puppet to review former lessons, because your puppet wasn't here the other day and he wants to know what happened. So just to give you a rundown of how this happens. I have my class in front of me and I want to introduce the puppet, and you might say, hey kids, where's Samuel? He said he'd be here. Can we call for Samuel the dragon? Everyone, can we say on 1, 2, 3, say Samuel. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Samuel! Hi guys! And all their faces, they just light up. Do you remember Samuel? Yeah, hi, good to see you. Now I just want you to remember the rules here with puppets. Now, when we're with puppets, we don't hit and we don't bite ever. And also, we only talk one at a time, because when many talk at once, Samuel gets really scared, and we don't want to have that, do we? See, this also gives you an opportunity to let them practice patience and taking turns. Now, this one, you can use this story or you can develop your own. I tried to think of a story that would encompass as many emotions as possible, and you can have these emotions nearby on your board or have some emojis stuck up on the wall to kind of guide you through it. So, this is how it goes. Hi guys, I missed you this weekend. What did you guys do last time? And that's when you review the lesson. Oh, what was that like? Yeah? And what did you learn? And you get to gauge on what you've learned and what you need to do again on a later day. Well, can I tell you about what I did this weekend? Yeah? This weekend, it was my birthday! Yeah! But I was going through so many feelings and what's that word? It starts with an E. Yes, yeah, emotions. Yes. Can you help me figure out what I was feeling? Yeah. Okay, well, that morning I woke up and nobody said happy birthday to me. So my head went down and I started to cry. What was I feeling? That's when they say sad. Sad. When have you ever felt sad? And you might hear some examples of when they felt sad. Well, later that afternoon, I heard this rumbling up in the sky. This boom, this lightning and thunder. And I hid and I started shaking. What was that? Scared. Yeah, oh, scared. Can you show me your scared face? And you point out what you're seeing. I see your eyes are big. You're shaking, you're holding your arms. Your mouth is open because you're covering your ears because you heard the loud thunder. Oh, these are great examples of being scared. Well, eventually, the storm, it went away. And then I heard my mom say, come downstairs, Samuel. And I went downstairs and the lights are off. And then they opened the door and then I heard a big surprise. All my family was looking at me and there were my friends. What was I feeling right there? No, I just flubbed right there because I already told you the feeling of surprise, but they can repeat it there. They said, you were surprised. Yes, I was surprised. Can you show me your surprised face? Wow, your mouth is open? Yeah, that's how I was feeling. Well, everyone started looking at me, and I didn't like everyone looking at me at once, so my head went down and I looked away and I maybe hid behind my mommy. What was I feeling? Shy, that's right. Well, when were you ever shy? And you get some examples and they get to discuss and what was that like? And so they're recognizing how they feel and how others look and how they also feel. Well, after that I got over my shyness and we started playing outside and jumping up and down and laughing and making silly faces and sticking our tongues out. And what was that feeling? Silly! Alright, everyone show me your biggest silly face. Oh, that's good. And you make observations on what you see. Well, then later we opened our presents and I got everything I wanted and I was jumping up and down. What's that feeling? excited. Oh, well, I started playing with my toys. And one of my friends, he took one of my new toys away and started playing with it. And then my mouth closed up like this, and my eyes went down, and I felt funny. What was that feeling? Angry? Mad? Have you ever felt angry or mad? Yes, yes. It goes away eventually, doesn't it? We all get mad sometimes. Well, eventually my toy, it came back. We had cake, and people hugged me, and they sang happy birthday to me, and they told me they loved me, and I just felt really good inside. What's that feeling? Yeah, happy. Can everyone, what happens when you're happy? You smile? Yeah, let's everyone see your happy face. Ah, that's great. That is my favorite feeling. And you guys, you've made me happy. Well, unfortunately, I have to go, but I like feeling happy, so I'm going to come back again another day. So, I'll see you soon. Let's all say goodbye to Samuel. Bye, Samuel. Bye. And he goes back to his cave. So I just tried to cover as many emotions as I can, and I accidentally said surprise before, but it's okay. It's not a game show. They're kids. They're having fun. That's it. Take all the pressure off, have fun, and enjoy watching your puppet talk. Thank you. Hope that helps.